So Indiana will start with the serve. Krejcikovic serves it away, and we are off. 10th on the set over. Now it's the Hoosiers in response. Attack into the back row, well dug. And a great defensive response there from the Spartans. Back row attack incoming. Great rally back and forth here. Rejected at the line. Hoosiers will send a 3-1 over. Long back set. And the attack by Mumchuar picks up the first point of this one.
Use their change up middle when they need a different look.
Struggle with the net, nicely returned by Clayton. And sent back by Kulig and Long.
Kulig already
Senior from the service line goes right after Schneider. A little bit of trouble with it, and somehow the Spartans keep it alive. Dug out again by Long. Now to Stanishevska, and a nice dig there from Lethbridge as well. My goodness, a defensive display, and the block gets it done.
Great hustle and defense by both sides. Indiana.
Kinney once again. Jones receives it, and a back row from Gunesh is blocked at the net by Taylor. Here's Webker. The 5'9" outside hitter gets denied. Once again, the back row, McKenna Gara, nice dive. And it goes through the hands of Taylor and down for a kill for Ohio State. The 6'2" freshman is Kinney from West Palm Beach, Florida. And now another freshman, and Swenson serves. Out of system, Gunesh swing. And Swenson runs the middle. Taylor can't put it down. And here's Webker off the block. Stella Swenson, great job keeping it alive. Trying to tap it over was Kinney, unable to do so. And is rejected by Kaya Casserole.
She's 8 kills on 12 swings with only 1 error, hitting .583.
Off the net from Gilk. Tooman sets cross court to Jones. Gilk keeps it up. Bump set from the back row for Hansen. Hasbrook down to it. Jones taps it over. Swenson a bump set for Hansen. Free ball. In system, Gophers find Myers. Myers another hack. Gauthier from the back row finds Jones. Swenson taps it over. Diving dig from Hasbrook. What a rally we're seeing here from these two teams. Hansen through the block and puts the hammer down.
Wow, what a point for Minnesota. Everyone getting into the action here. You see Julia Hansen. Ohio State now going to want to pass the ball very well and get out of this rotation.
Lee to serve, and Castle puts it past the block of Minnesota, but they keep it alive. Bump set over from Kinney. Here's Gunesh tapping over. Lee sets for Kinney. Nice job, Gauthier, keeping that one up from Ohio State. And a nice swing on the right-hand side from Gunesh.
Gunesh, great kill. She had a couple errors there, but she settled back into it. And Minnesota had done that situation.
Here is Hansen again. An attack staller newly into the game. Jones, nice job getting low from Gilk. And now Kinney. Cross court, diving play made by Hasbrook. Gunesh through the block. Kinney again, taps over. Hasbrook sets to Gunesh. Cross court, nice job Gilk, once again digging. And Julia Hansen, the back row attack, soars in.
It's a really good run in transition. I love finding Julia Hansen on this Bic coming.
Yeah, if we sound like a broken record, well, it's not our fault. It's just the way it's playing out. Julia Hansen, 16 kills, 32 assists for Swenson. They've been integral for the Gophers. Gauthier rejected at the net. Lee sets it back to Crowell. And she finds the space.
And we talked about this situational 6-2 a little bit earlier. So Georgia Lee, the serving.
Huskies are actually still in this.
Yeah. We talk about a game of runs, right? We're seeing it play out even late in the game here.
Roll shot, Howery has to play it. So then it's Hurd using the hands. Good back set for Barton. Oregon scrambles and keeps the point going. And that's swatted down by Katie Wessels. Washington back within 2. This has been a fun first set, back and forth. Big rip down the line by Clemente. Hurd picks it up very nicely. Vallette on the reload in the middle. Shucharovic. Mateska with the dig. Markley goes for the tip. Vallette out of system. Taylor thinking about it. Behind the line, Clemente is blocked. Washington putting up a wall during this point. Zoria Hurd lays out. Nice block touch against Barton. Here's Vallette on the longest point of the night so far with a big swing and her 4th kill.
I love all of the coverage we saw here from the Oregon and took a swing at an unconventional time.
Tied pass, Howery just able to set it. Howery digging Clemente, who was ripping across. Now Markley from the left side. Normally in the past that would be called a double, but remember in NCAA volleyball that's not part of the story now as long as you keep it on your side, and Washington gets the block anyway.
Have to pay attention to Collier, still out of the back row.
It is Vajagic. Great dig for Williams. Tip for Maluwal. Simon flies in. Vajagic for a second time, no. Back row Melby, a little bit awkward. It is tight. Tip. Quest. Maluwal cleans it up. Bryant waiting and rolling. Here comes Collier, downhill. It was late in the rally, but they did eventually find Collier out of the back row. A lot of attacking potential there with her 6'3" size, but Wisconsin saw her as more of a setter, and they need her to be great with Verbringer out. A freshman Quest gets a nice bounce off the tape. Extended Wisconsin run at 13-5. Quest again. Dig for Wagner. Bump set for Maluwal, and a free ball back. Back row, Collier. That's in the corner. 3 kills on 6 back row attacks.
And this is why she is so dangerous out of the back row. Not only is it the tempo, but her.
Jonna Spahn serving. Quest approaching. Nice dig for Wagner, the setter for Maryland. Chasing down Melby. Ends up with Vajagic out of the back row. What an up. Wagner got it. And Quest terminates.
Wisconsin just peppering the right side defense of Maryland on the backcourt. Wagner came up with one really nice dig, but it's tough.
In key moments, Adam Hughes likes to go to Rohrbach the most. She's the top target because of her experience with the Terps, now in her 3rd year. Generally a very new team for Maryland. Vajagic got it back row. Up for Collier. Out of system, made it work pretty well. And Melby finds the line. But the worst 2 matches of her career, going back to last season with Oregon even, at Penn State in the whiteout. So you take that out, and she has had just a sensational season and bouncing back today. Maluwal somehow got it back. Twisting off the poor set from Wagner. Vajagic, that was cleaned up beautifully by Spahn. Bryant had it boomeranged. Bryant tries again. Down the line with a touch. Point to Maryland. The country at libero out of Bennett Academy.
She looked like Superwoman.
Straight vertical. Horizontal, I should say. She did it again. Not quite as flashy. And it's rolled down. Collier with her 12th. And Wisconsin has match point.
What Dave Shondell and the Purdue Boilermakers lost over the summer in 55% of their offensive output, and having a team in this position, 13-2 right now, in a position to make another tournament run is very impressive for Dave Shondell. Akasha Anderson keeps it up. Luich gets it over. Joust at the net. Long rally. Tapped over by Landfair. Heaney. Heaney goes over the block, but kept up. Out of the back row, and you are not going to stop that.
I think we got a long match ahead of us in this one. It's not going to be anything quick.
Last two matchups between these squads were the longest in program history for both. Almost 3 hours in the 5-set matches. We are ready for a long one here today. Long rally. Ward goes over the block. Jackson on the slide. Jackson with the changeup on that one, able to push it through the block and find the floor, tied at 21.
Yeah, Jackson, as she had gotten stuffed a little bit in that. Nice job by Heaney to kind of get woken up here on this one. A compliment to Woolard.
Anderson at the net. Nice dig there from McAleer. Anderson goes opposite hand. Back to Landfair. Off high hands. Anderson again. Long rally. Adriano. Nice dig from Heaney. Anderson again. Long rally. Out of the middle, and Harper Murray. So now Riley behind the service line. Alec one more time. Joust with Luich. Nice dig there by Mock. Big swing on the outside.
2 aces, and then also 5 digs and 2 blocks.
So match point now here in set number 3. Free ball for the Huskers. Grace Heaney off the high hands. And that is gonna do it. Allie check with the exclamation point to finish off the Purdue Boilermakers. A 25-15 set 3 victory, and it'll give Nebraska their 7th sweep in a row.